Mate, there's something. I have
Give me a
experience.
break,
No, this kind of to the untrained.
All right, you're always going on.
Mate, no, I think
We're here. So, hey.
Oh, where's Eleanor?
Oh, another audition. I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you were coming until this morning.
Oh, it's short notice.
Oh no, you're here, of course.
You, eh?
Yeah.
Settled down.
Mmm.
It's cosy. Step up from the uni days.
Oh, those days are long behind me. Looking weak, my friend. This is just the start. I'm going to be installed in a stately mansion before long. What do you think?
I mean,
They will know me by my tithes and my taxes and my ostentatious, herbaceous borders.
ride the Muffin Man on Pudding Lane. They all know me. Jeez, man. Times have changed. At school, you just wanted a decent-looking bird to shag you, just the once.
Well, pays to be ambitious, eh?
Who pays?
Well, this job's just the start. I mean, look where it's got me.
Yeah, no, it's opulent.
I mean, for London it is. Square footage is pricey. Very pricey.
I can see you doing well for yourself. It's...
Wouldn't say that, but
Don't worry, you're still you. With all this blubber. No,
I knew it! Eleanor said that I wasn't, but it's so hard to balance work with gym and...
I mean metaphorical blubber, yeah?
Oh, I see. Metaphor. Metaphor how?
Well, you know, blubber to protect you from the cold.
Metaphorical. I see. I mean, you're better off asking Eleanor about that. She knows more about those sorts of things than I do.
Struck gold there, man. She's beautiful, poetic, and apparently an expert in metaphorical blubber.
Fool's gold.
She's not doing so well.
No. She's doing very well. Lots of successes. Just finished a run as Lady Macbeth. Very proud. Very proud indeed.
Cannot be ill. Cannot be good.
Exactly. Pans filled with all sorts, but gold, not so easy to come across. But it's always there, the phantasmagoric glint dancing in her eyes. No. She's fine. It's just... She's like a memory foam mattress. You know?
Romantic.
Ah, no, not like that. You're filthy. I mean... like a sponge.
It's fine. You don't have to explain everything.
It's just the characters are real in a way that scares me. Drink?
Yeah, sure. No, I brought you a bottle actually.
Huh?
Somewhere.
Eleanor! You're finally here. Where have you been?
Killing swine. Joe.
Jojo!
Hi! Ella! How did the audition go?
I mean, fine. I think it's hard to tell. I never really know who quite to be.
Just, be yourself.
Yeah, such bullshit. Oh, Zamet! It's been so long.
Yes!
What are you doing back in this old dump?
Oh, well.
Dump!
Sorry. Hello? Hi. Oh, Mum. Yeah. Hi. Sorry, no, I thought it might be them. Well, how could it have been? I told you, 5 minutes ago I hadn't heard from them, and I'll let you know when I had. Okay, well, I love you too. Okay. Mum, why would I want to talk to you about Dad?
Classic.
Please, Mum, you need to give me some space. You're always doing this. No, listen. used to live with us.
Joe that used to live with us.
God, Mum, no. God, no. Anyway, okay, yeah, bye. Bye. For God's sake, this be the verse, eh? So, Joe, tell me all. What's your new flat like? Have you found a job yet? How's your great aunt?
Oh,
Well, now you
Christ.
mention it, she
Why did I tell everybody? I have to get this part now.
No, you don't! You don't need to get the part. Oh, there's no shame. There's no blame if you don't get it. Or back out now. It's such early days.
They said as they papered the walls yellow.
What?
You're really unfair!
Understand!
Understand what?
You have such a sensitive mind! And everyone's expectations of you just... Look, I know what it's like. I understand.
You understand. You with your incredibly stable, incredibly respectable job. Oh, shopping at Waitrose and paying our bills. You wear corduroy and are thinking of getting a subscription to the Financial Times to prove how staid you are. I understand now. You don't want to be supportive. You just want to support me. That's money what you want, and I won't be bought.
Quite right. But it is perfectly respectable to get a subscription to the Financial Times.
Yeah, but you already read it on your phone. You just want to look respectable, to swan around with it tucked under your
Look,
arm.
Eleanor, that is hardly fair.
I can't believe you don't see it anymore. You're surrounded by it. Like your office drinks. So many beige people doing beige things, and so many flaccid...
Flaccid.
What?
Joke.
Flaccid? What?
Well,
Really?
I think you can make rather a strong case if the second C is followed by an I or an E for its pronunciation as an excess sound, exemplified by access, vaccinate, accelerate, accident, etc. Ergo, flaccid.
Exceed, El. The ash grey men in suits are flaccid.
Right, Joe. Ash grey and beige flaccid penises squashed into shiny suits, atrophying behind beige desks, pret-a-manger bags, and obediently seething mass pouring down post-work Peronis. The funny thing is, the polluted air of capitalism that you suck into your lungs is made stronger, not by obliging runts like you, but by revolution. You can't even do capitalism properly. You obsequious, sycophantic mollusk!
Mollusk?
Well, you know, he is quite selfish.
Jesus Christ. I have to play the game. You know that.
I didn't realise quite how greasy the game was.
Well, Eleanor, things do tend to get greasy when you're buttering them up.
Like little sausage rolls.
Yeah, so then when you slide their long, fattened, pampered pastry persons into your Le Creuset Teflon toasting tray, they'll come out fat-soaked and crispy. By Jove, we should have plucked them first.
Oh, disgusting.
And as you sink your delicately flossed little pearly whites into their pleading flesh, their juices will come streaming out down your pretty little chin. And as you fanatically consume their filthy, ash, grey, misogynistic and beige bodies that so fanatically and zealously idolise the false gods of capitalism.
Oh, no, you said you'd play along, you said!
I was playing along. I'm always playing along.
It was too real, Pinocchio.
I'm not a fucking puppet.
Well, don't pretend you don't enjoy it.
I don't believe in pretense.
Wait, if you don't believe it, it's not actually pretense.
It's not belief if it's pretend.
It's not clever to just invert his words. No one actually believes anything anyway. People just think they do.
So you never actually thought you were a feminist, did you?
Don't be ridiculous,
Oh,
of course
no.
I am.
That is ridiculous. believing in oneself.
Oh, well, thank you, Robert. It's not as if I don't spend enough time doubting myself as it is. Anyway, doesn't really matter who we are. It's all performance anyway.
Now that sounds familiar. Dismissing life for theatre. Christ.
You know what? You're a bigger waste of time than war and peace.
Leave Tolstoy out of this.
Tolstoy is defunct. We're a far more subtle generation. You've not learnt anything from meme culture.
Oh, your
Covert
mum.
exploitation is our masterpiece.
Hey! Just like the old days.
It's like the old days.
Right, well, Robert, have you been treating Joe well? Has there been
of
much
course.
heavy petting?
Yep.
No, no.
You know it.
Yeah, well, we just went and had pizza down the road, actually. You know, the,
Oh,
shit.
Spaghetti's Revenge.
No,
Not Corelli's,
probably-
the other place. Obnoxious colours.
No, you know what? No, my sister, my cousin.
Oh, the one who tried to fuck you. Yeah.
Tried to, that's not the story I remember.
Stories are made to be plagiarised. Yeah, I maintain my version.
Okay, the gaudy vomit-coloured place.
Yeah. It's not green.
Shit,
Olive 3 Pizza.
Oh! I never get such a shitty name as that. Such a shitty.
Alright. Joe thinks that they're being
Think.
extorted. Apparently, when I went to the loo, a gang arrived on mopeds and took
Motorbikes, yeah?
a gang arrived on motorbikes and took loads of cash from the man behind the till.
Okay, yeah. It's just a theory, yeah, but there's definitely something in it. Yeah? They do that thing quite a lot of businesses do actually, where they haven't actually worked out how to make any money. So they've got really good ingredients, but then they mediocrely cook them. Yeah, so it tastes decent, but they're charging tiny margins. So it becomes a perfect target for extortion, gang activity.
Yeah. Alright, the classic small family business front for criminal activity.
Oh, what? And you don't think so?
Come off it, Joe.
Mate, there's something wrong with it. Mate, they're called Olive 3 Pizza.
And?
No sane person calls their business Olive 3 Pizza. What the fuck does it mean? Yeah, I mean, it's not Olives on one pizza, yeah, or I don't know, fucking Olive 2 Pizza, or, God, even Olive 4 Pizza, it's just Olive 3 Pizza. What the fuck does that mean?
Free the olive?
Olive-free zone.
It's like two men went into business and one wanted 2 and the other wanted 4, so they compromise on 3.
It's such a shitty thing to compromise on. It's such a shitty middle ground. No, listen, there is something wrong there. You chuck in the nice homely family, yeah, and you've got a nice covert cover for laundering money.
Right. Well,
selling
I'm
drugs.
glad you both had fun getting pizza.
I mean, should we tell the police?
Well, if you ask me, I
Don't be ridiculous. Classic male apathy.
well, I mean, the male condition is in fact predicated on apathy. I'm more than
Bullshit.
brain, in
The
fact.
male condition. Men are always inventing things about the male condition to justify heinous acts. Science is biased in that way. Men's sexuality is always being, privileged over women's sexuality.
I'm sorry, in what situation can science be biased? And when is men's sexuality, biology, always being considered?
Medicine and sex.
Evidence?
You positivist whelk. Okay. Name me problems associated with male genitalia.
Testicular cancer.
Cancer aside.
Yeah. Erectile
dysfunction.
dysfunction.
Exactly. Men's ability to perform sexually and female genitalia.
Breast cancer.
Not technically genitalia.
Cervical cancer.
Cancer aside.
The one where the baby happens in the
Exactly.
fallopian tubes.
Ectopic pregnancy. Yeah. And vulvodynia. And polycystic ovarian syndrome. All incredibly painful and incredibly life-affecting diseases. I can't remember the statistics, but it's something like...
Yeah, always.
There are something like 40 times more clinical trials on erectile dysfunction, a problem that limits sexual pleasure, than vulvodynia, a problem that causes sexual pain. Men's biology and sexuality is societally and medically privileged over women's.
all right, I'm not sure your test...
You proved it. You proved it by not being able to name
I'm not
any of them.
sure your test would hold up as a scientific study, but I see your point.
Oh, great. And what are you going to do about it, Robert?
Should I be doing anything?
Well, it's all well and good to see my point, but
Yeah, I mean, to point out what are you doing about it?
Yeah.
well, I'm
Can I-
spreading
Mate,
I'm spreading the
Put the
word.
bag in the room.
Down the hall on the left.
And is it about time that men paid retribution for years of normalising female sexual
Yeah,
pain?
should we continue the witch hunt later? Yeah.
Witch hunt. Fuck. You're going to use the metaphor of witch hunt. Remember that less than 200 years ago, women were actually being murdered because men were scared. I can't believe they're reappropriating witch hunt because men are being slightly hassled for their collective wrongdoings. And apparently, women are melodramatic.
Yes.
Yes, dear. Prick, this is not a fucking birthday party.
Sorry.
You know what? I think this room could do with a good hoover.
Excuse me.
It would be nice if this room were hoovered.
Now.
I'm gonna have a seats. Beating down the naturalization of housework day by day. That's what I'm doing about it, Joe.
Sorry, did you say something?
No, just practicing my role.
Oh.
This audition. I'm so excited. I'm so nervous. I really want this part. Robert. You can stop now. You've made your point. Robert! You've made your point. Though I'm not sure I've made mine. This audition. I mean, I'm so excited. I really feel like this could be the one. This could be my chance.
How did it actually go?
Well, they were so kind and so lovely, and the part suits me really well. I know it sounds conceited, but it really feels like it was made for me and I for it, you know?
Oh, get a room.
No, seriously. There was this other girl, I can't remember her name, but she was excellent. And they kept alternating me and her for the same part with different guys. But that still means I'm in with a 50% chance, right? Which is better than nothing. I mean, they're still considering me. They think I'm good enough to be considered, which is enough, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, even if I don't get this role, it's just a part, isn't it? Just another acting gig, and they come and go, and it doesn't mean I'm a bad actor if I don't get it, does it? Robert, why aren't you saying
I'm
anything?
not saying anything.
They kept alternating me for her, and that must mean something, surely.
Listen. No. Just don't set all your hopes on this. Not all your eggs in one basket.
Oh, and you've got all your eggs in mine.
I know. It's okay. It's just a role.
I know you're right. I'm fine. I'm fine.
I know you are. And you'll be fine. Whether the other girl...
Woman.
Whether the other woman gets it or not. Whether you get it or not. When do you hear from them?
Tonight.
Good. Well, then you can put it to bed before I put you to bed.
I could put myself to bed, thank you very much.
Of course you can.
So, you don't think I'm going to get it?
That is not what I said
don't
at
think
all.
It's likely.
It's not unlikely.
On a scale, what do you think?
Oh, 12. It doesn't matter whether you get it or not.
Yes, it does. It's the only thing that matters. Of course it fucking matters! I mean, I want to wear your colours as I head to my death. I want to pin your confidence to my lance. But I can't.
El. El. Eleanor. Do you threaten me with that glove? No. Do you threaten me with that glove? Do you threaten me with that glove? Do you threaten me with that glove?
Me, sir? No, sir.
Ah, do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
I do bite my thumb, sir.
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
No, sir, but I do bite my thumb.
Well then, don't you threaten me with that dead fish!
Robert, then you stop!
I'm gonna put you in the frying pan!
Robert.
Are you okay?
Fine. Never better.
Fine. Good.
I'm going to get this ball. She is not getting it.
Oh Lord! Another play.
I'm going to get this ball.
Let's get back on the fucking roller coaster.
I will play Cassandra. I will play Cassandra. I will play Cassandra. The prophetess whose spoken words were unheard and unheeded. Like bought necklaces. Such weary, worn words like those of revolution revolving uselessly. Like a key bound round the fat necks of men who think that they know best. Their strangled voices will not be heard now. Nor the death's beating wings, nor the geishas fan, nor the castanets, but we all dance anyway. Like a fucking puppet.
Hey, El, come on, let's relax. Have a glass of wine. I got this Kate Bush CD from the charity shop. Hold on, one second.
You had a temper like my jealousy, too hot, too greedy. How could you leave me when I needed to? Was just
Joe, can you turn it down or off? It's really distracting. Joe.
Yeah, no, make sure, yeah, of So, male sexual pleasure and female sexual pain. So, on that scale, where do boob jobs lie?
Boobs?
What's the context?
No, I just met this girl and
Right.
Yeah.
fuck woman. And she had a boob job.
Okay.
When I don't know, I just didn't know how to feel about it. No, you know, I mean, is it liberation or is it objectification?
Did she make you feel uncomfortable?
No.
Well, did you ask her what she thought about it?
No. I was just.
Distracted by her dazzling personality.
But see, look there, Eleanor. You just made the assumption that this woman wasn't fascinating or interesting on topics other than her breasts because of her boob job. Or you just made the assumption that Joe wouldn't be fascinated or interested in her for any reason other than her boobs. A double fault.
It was a joke. I'm sure she's wonderful.
I mean, yeah, jokes are only funny if they're true.
True. But wait, I still want to know. I mean, it can't mean that boob jobs are liberating.
I love how you look into Eleanor for an answer there. You know, oh, you're a woman. You must be a universal mouthpiece for feminism.
I mean, she does have the experience of being a woman.
The experience of being a woman. That doesn't mean anything. Or rather could mean anything.
Oh, will you be quiet while Joe and I discuss you?
You know what? I think it must be the whole Nicki Minaj debate.
What is?
That self-objectification, as long as you're in control, is both liberating and powerful. It's about context and naturalization.
Law of relativity, is it?
I don't know. Ask the boob.
Catchy name she's got. It's good.
Gonna finish that email.
Joe. What's happening?
Nothing. It's not.
You said it was.
Robert asked.
Yeah,
actually.
and you said possibly yes. Where are you going?
Wait. Yes. Nowhere.
What's in that bag?
Nothing. No one. Nothing. It's
Who's it for?
bags. It's bags. Look, Elle. Oh, love. My great aunt's coming to stay. My cousin's picking her up from the bus stop in town.
Right, she's
before the
staying here.
Yeah. I mean, she won't. You know, she won't be very obtrusive. I hope this is okay. I mean, do you think she'd do you think she'd like it?
I mean, does she like currants?
Yeah, I mean, she'd appreciate the irony, I think.
Robert, did you know about this?
Know what?
About her coming to stay?
The girl. Sorry. Woman.
Yes, that woman.
That woman is in the boob job girl. She's coming to stay.
It's quite inconvenient.
Hold on. When did you find out?
Joe just told me.
Joe invited her. Why would he ask her here?
How the hell should I know? Are you annoyed?
Should I be?
Robert, tonight, just can't have her here. Tonight, I know she'll be a nightmare, and don't you dare say that I'm making assumptions, because I'm just beginning to feel
All right.
slightly overwhelmed.
Okay.
And with guests here tonight, I mean, Joe was enough of a surprise as it is.
It's all right. I'll sort it out. Don't worry.
I'm not worried.
All right. Joe, the girl, woman you invited, did you get her number? Do you think you could call her? I don't think tonight's a great time.
Who's coming to stay?
The girl, woman you invited.
Yeah, Rob, she won't pick up.
Why ever not?
Rob, she's not around.
Please, Joe, it's Pharrell.
Have a look at my phone.
You've only got one number in it, Joe.
Yeah, no, that's...
Why have you only got one number?
Oh, 1908-423-179. Kathleen can't get to the phone. Please leave a message after the tone, but be brief. Not all of us have as much time as you.
Joe, that was
You spoke.
It was her answering machine.
Oh yeah, I don't know what I was.
Yeah, but why was it her answering machine?
Mate, you called, and she's not around. Okay?
All right, keep your hat on. I thought you meant the girl, woman who's coming to stay.
What? Who's coming to stay? Like,
Who is?
Joe. Rob, my great aunt's coming to stay. Just.
Oh God, Eleanor! Joe's great aunt is coming to stay.
No, I told you not to tell her.
You told me nothing of the sort. God, but I thought you meant the boob job girl.
What on earth would she be coming to say? You didn't invite her.
What?
Did you?
No, but Joe's great aunt. I can't see her. Not after last time with the ham.
I know.
Guys, I was just checking if it was, okay. But my great aunt's gonna be here.
Yeah. Fine, Joe. Fine.
Really?
Can't think of anything I'd like more.
That means a lot.
Really? Nothing we like more.
No, but what was last time? The
Ham.
and what the Dutchman's and what she
said to me.
about your-
Christ.
I mean, she wasn't the easiest of women,
No.
but I mean, I think given the circumstances as what they are,
Honestly, Joe, it's fine.
guys, it really does mean a lot.
Joe, we'd do anything for you.
Oh, I wish that.
Would you walk the streets?
Anything. Walk through fields of wheat.
Anything, kill a parrot.
I have given suck, and know how sweet it is to love the babe that milks me. I would, as it was smiling in my face, have plucked my nipple from its boneless gums, had it so sworn. I'd do
Anything for you.
Really does mean a lot. I do mean.
I mean, was she even that bad? She might have been quite sweet. Yes, bitter, but harmless. Little weak old lady. Soft spot for chocolate. Funny about meal times. Soft spot for ham. And dreadful manners. Oh, God! I'm not sure I'll ever recover. I'm an adult. For God's sake! Not a child! I pay council tax. I hold open doors for women. I voted Remain, for God's sake!
Darling, you don't have to be afraid.
Guys, yeah, I'm just gonna go on a booze run. Do you want anything?
I'll come. You
right.
want anything?
Yes, sure.
Jesus.
The thing is, no one ever really listens, do they? Or is it understand? I forget which. Oh. It's you.
Hello, darling. Ellen, is it not? Lovely, lovely.
It's Eleanor. You're Joe's great aunt. I thought you were going to be late. I thought Joe was picking you up.
Technically, I am late, and technically he is, but it's always nice to catch people unawares, isn't it? Aren't you glad?
You're looking strangely well.
Amazing what a little imagination can do for the skin.
Sorry, I'm just a little thrown up. How did you get in? I could have sworn I locked the door.
I always get what I want, door or no door.
Right. I'm Winnie the Pooh.
Believe what you will, I am not one for coercion. What is that dreadful contraption?
Sorry, I just have to get audition. Yeah. Okay. Hello? Hi, yes. Good. Wonderful, thank you. And you? Yeah, good. Good. Yeah. About the audition. Right. No. I understand. Of course. No. I get it. Yeah. No. That's wonderful. I mean, not wonderful, but yeah. Let's not be English about this. You hated me, admit it. Well, I mean, thank you for letting me know, and yeah, we'll be in touch. Good luck with the show. Yeah. Bye now. Bye. Fuck!
You didn't get it, I take it.
No.
Well, as much as I disapprove of such base and degenerate language, there is something to be said for cutting through such floppy matter like emotion and cutting straight to the core to what ought to really be expressed.
Fuck. Sorry, I was in my well,
No matter. What is it you actually do?
I act.
Oh, I am sorry. Well, plenty of time to improve, darling. You're young-ish.
I'm not a bad actor. Getting rejected for one part does not make me a bad actor.
Doesn't it?
At least it was better than in your days. More varied parts, and I can fight for my pay. Don't have to sleep from part to part like you did.
Ooh. I would say that more than short skirts have remained since the 60s. Apparently free love is insidious. I wouldn't be so cocksure about the so-called modernity of your industry.
So-called modernity. What, like having talent and intelligence to do my job? Oh, what a shame.
Yes. Yes, well, it is a shame. Right! We're deviating from the Platonic form. Now, either I could sweep majestically through the house, giving you cold, knowing sniffs. Or I could rage at your conduct that so successfully permeates my frost and threaten the stagnant things that I value. Or we could sit in stony silence for an age, letting the clink of teacups, clinkety-clink, transmit my disapproval. Above all, darling, I must be disapproving. See, I have the weight of society on my side, and society is above all disapproving of women.
Who does she think she is?
And whatever you make me, darling.
You're absurd. You're a caricature.
But crucially, Ellen, I'm not a villain. I must be tyrannical, acerbic and sage to have force and power in today's society. I tell the truths that nobody wants to hear.
What?
Oh. Sage. Bossy, bitchy, and batshit crazy.
I know what tyrannical, acerbic and sage mean.
Do you? You must be surprisingly well educated for a girl.
Oh, sexist jokes are not going to win anyone over. Fucking hell, disapproving of me and she raised Joe.
Joe, too, is out of step with his time. He would do very well as a 19th century aristo, fritting away vast sums of money with little work or sense.
It's true. He's ridiculous, but he pulls it off so graciously.
Ah, because he has gravity. Everybody's got to do something, even if that something is nothing. And men must be men.
Men must be men.
Ah, and women must be women, and to be powerful we must be vilified. It's a choice we make. It's been written into our society. Maggie Smith, Dame Judy Dench and Helen Mirren have colluded with Austin Wilde and fellows to set the parameter for the older female in our society.
So that doesn't stop you from being... Oh, I don't care if you're Nebuchadnezzar or John the Baptist or Rumpelstiltskin. I don't need your advice or your approval.
It is blatantly obvious that you have given up on the approval of others. Or perhaps you've given up altogether.
That does not stop you from being a bitch. Because you're an older woman and Joe, well, he's fine doing nothing because he's a man, but I'm fat, untalented, and a general failure because I'm self-sufficient and a young woman.
While self-sufficiency is rather vulgar in a woman, it is not that which makes a failure, is it?
What, and giving up on the external approval of others is?
Isn't the approval of others what guides and sustains actors? We are nothing without the audience's approval. Given the crass vastness of the industry, it is not so surprising that so many actors have become so common. Tell me about it.
God. Vulgar.
Well, do you want to talk about my first husband?
Gerald.
Oh, Gerald. Awfully Gerald. No, we never married, you see. He was too involved with his mother. And there's nothing you can say or do to a boy that loves his mother too much. He is sure to be sweet, considerate, and understanding of those shifts in a woman's gravity. But he takes a lot of indulging, and that, my dears, takes a lot of time. Most seriously, one has to consider whether he is ready to be weaned from his mother, and whether she is willing to have him weaned. Some women never are. In the end, decided it was just too much bother.
But your last husband?
Oh, Bertie. What about him?
Something about, I don't know, bins and keeping men in their place.
Oh, I did. And you must. I'd learnt my lesson by the time I got to Bertie.
You know, you're quite like my mother.
Oh,
Joe.
Hey, hello. I just came... Is everything okay?
What do you mean? Are you okay? You look like you've been crying.
I've sensitive eyes, yeah. Ow. Al, it's happening again, isn't it? We've got to stop this, yeah? We've got to stop this right now. Why do these things always happen in pairs? Why are they always in pairs? You know the saying about turning shit into chocolate. You either stir more or you add more shit. Well, don't, yeah? Because we don't want any more fucking chocolate, yeah? It's fully tense, isn't it? Would have wanted. It's like gerunds. You know, it's not that you can. I'm rambling. Al, you have to tell Robert.
I think it would only be more complicated if Robert knew.
No. You have to tell Robert.
I have. He doesn't listen. He just gets angry. He doesn't understand.
You've got to make him understand. Yeah, he cares. He cares a lot. I can't be here like I've been before.
You're really leaving?
No, not like that. I've got to go. Well, cause. Hell. Where the fuck are you, Al?
Where am I? What does he mean?
I have no idea what he could see in a girl like you.
Woman!
Don't call me that! I am outraged that he would even consider, that he would even dare. How long have the two of you?
Oh, you have to be joking.
There are some things that humour wouldn't touch with a barge pole.
Get over yourself, woman! I wouldn't touch Joe with a barge pole. God, no. Things are clearer with me and Robert than, well, with Joe, we just end up like my parents.
Exactly. Clearly that union produced nothing but mistakes.
I was not a mistake.
Weren't you?
It wasn't like that. I was a child. It wasn't my fault.
I've lost my wife. You've sacrificed your life to that child.
And? You want me to sacrifice my life to you, is that it? Child or husband, is that what my life amounts to?
Was it my fault?
It's not. How could it have been? What could you have possibly done to break them apart? What could you have possibly done to bring them back together? As Neville Chamberlain said to himself,
I tried.
darling, broken records are not attractive.
We're in a partnership. I thought we were going to raise her together. Sweetie, you're pushing me out.
I'm not. You can't be jealous of a child, of our child.
But I am.
And please, darling, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry you feel like this. What can I do?
I tried.
We all try, darling. Not all of us succeed. Not even me.
Just love me.
I do, but loving her as well isn't wrong.
What did I do wrong?
Sometimes it's very right to be wrong. I never am. But someone has to be the exception to such rules. It just goes to show that it's right for even aphorisms to be wrong sometimes.
I'm your husband.
That doesn't mean I'm required to have sex with you.
Well, I mean, to some extent.
It's not my fault.
It's not.
Isn't it?
Some things just need time and patience in sickness and in health. Remember, please don't resent it.
Well, I resent your baby.
You can't mean that.
He resents me. He resents me.
What a load of cliched tripe! Do you want this to go on?
No, I don't. Let's just sit and have a lovely drink and wait for Joe and Robert to come home. Yes, that's what we'll do. Lovely.
So that you can hide behind their approval. Oh. I see sometimes humour when too close to the truth. stops being funny.
Elle, I forgot my keys in a moment of madness. Can you let me in?
Madness maketh man, eh?
Manners.
What?
Manners maketh man, Maribus facet hominum.
Inhumane acts maketh man.
Maybe it's man that makes inhumanity, who after all invented the word.
That's true. Let's try.
He left.
Without you?
Yes.
Well, did you get any wine?
No.
Where have you been?
To the corner shop to get some wine.
Okay, and where did he go?
I don't know. He left.
You moron, I know you just said that. But where did you go before he left?
To the corner shop to get some wine.
Well, you haven't got any
I know.
Am I going mad?
Madness is the first refuge of the sane.
Robert, can I talk to you in the other room? Alone?
How much more alone do you want to be?
Robert, please, just play along.
Always.
Manners make it man.
What?
You're being so rude. Oh, God. I know about the ham thing and all of that, but you don't have to talk to her. You don't have to like her. Just acknowledge her. It is beyond rude to not even acknowledge her. God. I would say I'm pretty tolerant. I'm pretty easygoing. I'm not a psycho girlfriend, and you know that. I'm a pretty good girlfriend, but you don't or won't even recognize her. You don't or won't even recognize me, who I am and what I need. Just acknowledge her. Say hello. Say hello. Come on.
Hello.
Don't mock me.
Hello.
Supercilious.
What? Who do you want me to acknowledge? Your multiple personalities. The voices in your head. Get yourself together, woman. You are stark raving mad.
If there were voices in my head, it would be abhorrent and disgusting of you to talk to them, to me, in that way.
Sticks and stones.
This isn't a game.
I never wanted to play.
We're not. Drink?
Fine.
What a terrible young man.
I mean, he's quite old-fashioned. He just doesn't understand.
Understand what?
My thoughts, my processes, my gravity.
Well, that's perfect. What more could you want?
But I do love him.
Oh, what a shame. You mustn't marry him, you know. You must never marry someone you're in love with. It simply is not done.
Yeah. I agree.
Here they go.
Never love anyone you plan to spend your life with. They'll only betray you.
What's the point? You can't be in love for more than 3 years because it's a chemical process. Marriage is biologically doomed for failure. Your body wants you to have babies, and after that, what's the point?
Never ever be in love.
It's like albatrosses. Mate for life, but spend the majority of their time living separately, like having your mother-in-law over for just Christmas.
Crucially, albatrosses only exist in the southern hemisphere, and mother-in-laws are on Facebook.
What albatrosses are you talking about? I don't know. Albatrosses.
Well, they have very different mating patterns. Some take a few months and some take up to a year. I mean, Amsterdam albatrosses take 18 days to incubate their eggs and a whopping 230 days to fledge. And that's why they've got such complicated and ritualistic mating patterns, a breeding language really. And that's a pretty accurate analogy if you ask me, because they're pretty much like humans. It takes them years and years to reach sexual maturity, and they undertake these complicated, elaborate, and painstaking mating dances to assess the commitment of their partners. Because...
Alright, but they also spend a lot of time apart.
Well, again, depends on the breed. Amsterdam and wandering albatrosses breed every other year. But as I said, Amsterdam albatrosses...
Alright, but they're not trying to shove codependent bullshit down Amsterdam throats. Telling them that, you know, they're inseparable and incomplete without the other, you know. Albatrosses can spend a year apart, no problem. That's a healthy relationship.
But they raise the chicks together, equally. They incubate and feed the chicks alternately, like penguins.
Yes, exactly. Both parents, they incubate their eggs, and they lose up to 83 grams of body weight.
Oh, come off it. You didn't want to lay a finger out of place raising her. And you know what? Ultimately, that was fine by me.
Well, you wouldn't let me help.
Now, is this a productive conversation? Or appropriate for present company?
The albatrosses are also known for their...
Oh, shut up! You know what we did? Raise her together, actually, to some extent. I did the incubating, you did the breadwinning, you know. And that's what society teaches us, and we dance to its tune.
It's a choice that you make.
As if our free will isn't dictated by society. Free will is dictated by society.
There's Teresa. There's Jeremy. There's a God. Somewhere. Please. It's for us to dictate and decide. The latter seems more appropriate with Robert.
Oh, really?
A man that protests that much about the Leave vote must have something to hide.
A man in possession of a fortune must be in want of a wife, and that's not true either.
One might be cajoled into thinking you want to marry him.
I can assure you I do not.
He's not a bad man.
Nor is he good by default.
Where are his faults then?
I don't want to discuss this with you. Some things are private.
Would it help if I told you that he discussed these things with me?
No, it wouldn't. I told you. It's private. Was private.
Privatization hurts a lot of people in the long run.
You're talking about my life. This isn't a fucking political debate. My life isn't a concept and it can't be bought.
No, but everything you give will be taken by someone. It's ownership by association.
Like the work of wives and mothers.
Well, you said that, not me.
What do you think?
Given up trusting what I think. You know, I won't allow myself the pleasure. And I do think you derive some sort of sick pleasure from being subjugated and owned. Like you, Mummy. Or you, blaming the women as usual. Oh, well done, Ellie, darling, well done. Well, all hypocrites are born from mothers, aren't they? God, I don't want to be looked at by those scorching, scornful eyes. And I mean this gesture, my every gesture is owned, isn't it? Created and enforced by a fucking Foucauldian regime. How can we create when everything is controlled and militarized through galleries and museums and cinemas? And maybe we should just let things die, let things fade along with the weather. Nobody wants to see Audrey Hepburn exhumed. Make live and let die. Am I selfish? Am I selfish? Is it selfish? For wanting myself? No! This all belongs to me. All of it. Look at what I have created. Look at what I've shared with the world. Look at what the world has taken from me. Now it's my time. Now I'll own me. All of me. Ownership by association, right? Life doesn't define itself like that. It's much hazier. It's much more murky, much murkier, murky, mucky, butterfly mud, like dancing on quicksand, not waving, not drowning, but how do these wings, how do they suit me? Darling, where is the warmth that the butterfly and bee describe? I hear whispers in the grass and in the hedgerows. Playful whips of cloud, I cannot see. The sun is lying to me in its shining rays, which I cannot see and I cannot touch. Nothing touches me but my path and my shadow lying there.
An accurate and elegant analogy. Just one tip. Lift your chin at the end. You've got to show the audience that whilst you're despairing, there's grit in you yet.
This is not an act. I'm not an actor.
They don't know that.
Laugh. Go on, laugh. There's a truth to madness, and I've been told that the truth can be funny. Fuck, I feel like I'm on the fucking Truman Show.
How divine. This whole charade created around you to keep you happy and unsuspecting. What bliss. What divine, endless bliss.
But I bet even this bliss is tainted. Don't you feel warped and stressed and strained, like you've been pulled around in too many directions at once? Maybe it is because you're living in an elasticated world in which you've been bounced off by these playful, godlike creatures who all think to know what's going on in your story. No. Romantic as it may seem, you're not a feather that floats heroically lost by the whims of wind or the wings of the squabbling gulls. Pacific, yellow-footed, and locusts.
Well, you seem to have a pretty good idea of what's not going on in my head.
And you don't.
No. And I bet in that little brain of yours, you have no idea what's not going on in mine.
Ooh, what's with all the negativity?
Do you bite your thumb at me, sir?
Me, sir? No, sir.
Oh, put up your sword. You know not what you do.
I think swords shouldn't have anything to do with this.
Coward!
I think you should put down that
You
knife.
said you'd play along. You said!
I have played along.
This isn't just a game.
I never wanted to play!
We're not.
Joe? Joe? Oh, Christ. Was you? But I heard something.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Good night.
Bit strange. What about you?
Yeah, no, good night.
Find what you were looking for?
Yeah.
Currants.
Oh, what? Oh, no. This isn't currants. Rob, it's my great aunt. I told you she's coming to stay. Oh, where's Eleanor?